guys, my name is May and today we will be going over my unused journal collection. Okay, there are too many here to count. Not as many as I've seen in other videos, but oh, there's still quite a few, so I thought I'd share them with you today. Alright, number one, my vegan recipes book. I went through a phase at some point, maybe last year or the year before, where I wanted to go vegan and I started researching it, so a couple of the pages at the start of these are filled up, but it's still a hefty notebook. There's a lot in there. Could get some use out of it, so I've saved it just in case I want to write in it. You know, like ransom notes? That's what I did to the front cover if you're interested. And yeah, I don't think this has a brand name on it at all. It's just from the $2 shop. This next one is a zebra journal from Collected & Co. I have been using this journal on and off for the past like 5 years. I used to use it to plan stories. Look at this, 2015. I was 12. That's 4 years ago. That's disgusting. That's when I used to want to write stories and I used to plan my little characters in here. I don't know if I'll use it for a journal because it does have the little like tab sections in it, but I've still kept it for some reason. Alright, next up are these two music journal things. I got these for either Christmas or for a birthday, so I'm not sure which shop they're from. It's probably like Kmart or Target along those lines. I'm pretty sure they came in a pack of 3 and I used one of them a couple months ago for a short little journal. It took me about 2 weeks. From that experience, I kind of know that these two journals aren't really my thing. I don't know if I'll use them again or maybe just for school if I ran out of notebooks. Yeah. Next up we have this one, which I actually made myself. I did have a lot more paper in this, but I got sick of it and I ripped half of them out because I wanted to start something else. Can't quite remember, but yeah, I followed who else other than Overall Adventures tutorial on how to like sew the pages, stick them in and everything, and my mum helped me cover everything with fabric. It's not lined, and I prefer writing on lines just because I think it looks neater, so I don't know if I'll use it for a proper journal in the future. Maybe if I get in the mood for scrapbooking, I'll give it a go. Next up is this jazzy one. I'm not sure if I liked it or not actually. I first got it in my local bookshop because it reminded me of Clockwork Angel. You can kind of see that in the front cover, just like the steampunk vibe. I really liked it. And brand, it is a Flame Tree notebook. And I have another one of these as well. This is the other one I got from the same brand, same place, and I fell in love with it. I had my eye on it for so long because I'm pretty sure it's a euphonium. Correct me if I'm wrong, and we have a euphonium in our band at school. It's one of the instruments that my conductor plays. And yeah, I've always liked like brassy tones of like tubas and trombones, and yeah, I couldn't say no to it. Next up is this feather notebook. This also doesn't have a brand name on it. Again, this notebook's kind of half started. It's the book that I keep my finished songs in, but I only have about 4 or 5 of those at the moment, so I'm kind of saving it either for a potential journal or if I end up writing more songs, which I don't know if I'll do or not, but yeah. Next up is this little thing. I won it in an Indonesian competition of all things. I don't know how that happened. I just like the little pattern on it. I thought it would be cool, like, you know how in a series of unfortunate events in the Auster Academy, Isabella and Duncan Quagmire, they have the little commonplace books and they write in literally like everything they learn. I thought that would be cool to carry around with me, so. This next journal is from Studio O, I think, and it is so pretty. It's so pretty. I got it from my friend for my birthday on Friday and I'm so chuffed. It lies like all flat and it's pretty and you can like see the stitching on the side, and I just like, it's beautiful. When I first showed my dad, he said it was the Leicester City Foxes because my family are like half from Leicester, so that was a very dad thing to say, and now I can't unsee the Leicester City Foxes when I look at this journal. Next up is this thing. I don't know what brand it is. Ooh, hold on. What? Okay, paper blanks. Interesting. It's this lovely little notebook. It's magnetic. It's from my boyfriend, also for my birthday. He got it because it was like fountain pen friendly, which I'm looking into right now, and it's so pretty. Okay, next up, we have this lovely blue thing from Typo. This is another journal from my friend for my birthday. Again, I'm sorry, but she said she got it for me because it was the texture of a fish, and I completely agree. It is absolutely beautiful. one second. My mum and dad got me this birthday card with this Van Gogh painting, and I immediately thought to like stick this on the front of here, and then that's like the journal. I'm not sure because I really like the texture of it, but I really want to incorporate this painting with this journal in one way or another. Next up are these 3 other journals from Typo that I've had for so long, it's ridiculous. They've just been sitting on my shelf for too long. The first one is the Procrastination Handbook. I got it because I think I resonated with it a lot at the time of purchase, but I'm kind of salty because it came like this. It came with a slice in the front. It's an abomination. But then I was like too anxious to go back and tell them, so I ran away with a broken notebook. Next up is this Panda notebook. I remember I have had this since 2015 as well, because that was around the time that I read Clockwork Angel again, and I would dog ear the pages of Clockwork Angel whenever I found a quote that I loved more than anything, and I would write it down in here, and it's just like a little book of quotes. I've also just realised this may have been the origin of the quote book that my friends and I keep. Of course, that has now evolved into the monstrosity that is the Quote of Walls. We're now on volume 7. At least we're currently writing volume 7, so if that's something you might be interested in, basically it's just like a compilation of all the dumb things that me and my friends say. I will link that below. And this last one from Typo is the no parking anytime except flamingos. I'm not sure if there's anything in here. Oh, there is. I think I wanted to, again, back to the quote books, I'm sorry, I think I wanted to turn this into a more formal, pretty version of the quote book. This was before I discovered Wattpad. Yeah, now I do a digital form, but I remember in year 7 I wanted to do like a nice, pretty book, and I don't know if I achieved that. This one, I honestly don't know why I still have it. It's very faded, but it says, "Believe that you can and you're halfway there." I used to use this as a bullet journal, and I think I wanted to use it. Oh, I can't remember. I think this was my year 8 bullet journal, but I ripped the pages out for some reason because I wanted to use it for my 2019 one. This was when I was like deathly obsessed with Little Nightmares, which is this video game. It's a little hand in the corner. I started that, and then I think I did like watercolor or something, and it smudged and I got sick of it, so I just went out and bought myself like a proper dot grid, and that's where that obsession started. Maybe somewhere I can like cover it or something. I don't know. And lastly, we have this nice owl notebook. I really like it. It's kind of tattered, but I was planning on this being one of my next journals before I got all the lovely presents from my friends. Yeah, I really like it, and it's got a cute story with it because my cousin, I don't know if you can see it, she accidentally spilt like a whole glass of wine on the edges and it absorbed, and she got a bit upset about it because she thought she'd ruined it, but I actually really like it, and now I can look back at it and remember that. So that is all for my unused journal collection. Looking at it now, I know it's not that much, but I just like the stories that go along with them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.